Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt a little creak in your knees? Or maybe a twinge in your back that wasn't there a few years ago? If you have, you're definitely not alone. As we get older, it's completely normal to notice that our bodies don't bounce back quite as quickly as they used to. Maybe you found yourself wondering if there's anything you can do, something simple, something you can start right at home to help keep your bones and joints strong, so you can keep doing the things you love. Whether it's gardening, playing with the grandkids, or just enjoying a nice walk in the park. Staying active and independent is something we all want as we age. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I want to share with you 5 foods that you should be eating every week to help support your bones and joints. These aren't exotic superfoods that are hard to find or expensive to buy. In fact, you might already have some of them in your kitchen right now. The best part? Adding these foods to your weekly routine is not only easy, but can also make a real difference in how you feel, helping you stay strong, flexible, and ready for whatever life brings your way. Now, you might be thinking, I've heard about calcium and vitamin D, but is there really more to it than just drinking milk? Absolutely. While calcium and vitamin D are important, there's a whole world of delicious foods that can help keep your bones and joints in tip-top shape. And don't worry, I'll walk you through each one, explain why it's helpful, and give you some simple ideas for how to enjoy them. No complicated recipes required. Let's start with a food that's probably already a staple in your home: leafy green vegetables. Think spinach, kale, collard greens, and even good old-fashioned broccoli. These greens are packed with calcium, which is the building block of strong bones. But they also have vitamin K, which helps your body use that calcium more effectively. If you're not a fan of salads, don't worry. You can toss a handful of spinach into your morning eggs, add some kale to a soup, or steam some broccoli as a side for dinner. Even just a few servings a week can make a difference. And if you're worried about taste, try sauté your greens with a little olive oil and garlic. It brings out a wonderful flavor that might surprise you. But why are these greens so important, especially as we get older? Well, as we age, our bodies naturally start to lose bone density. That means our bones can become weaker and more prone to breaks or fractures. Leafy greens help slow down that process by giving your body the nutrients it needs to keep building and repairing bone tissue. Plus, they're low in calories and high in fiber, which is great for your digestion and overall health. If you're someone who's been told to watch your dairy intake, greens are a fantastic way to get your calcium without relying on milk or cheese. Now, let's talk about another food that's just as important for your joints as it is for your bones: fatty fish. I know, not everyone loves fish, but hear me out. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and even canned tuna are all rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are like a soothing balm for your joints. They help reduce inflammation, which is one of the main reasons joints get stiff and achy as we age. If you've ever woken up with swollen fingers or knees that just don't want to bend, inflammation is often the culprit. Adding fatty fish to your meals just once or twice a week can make a noticeable difference. If you're not sure how to prepare it, start simple. A piece of salmon baked with a little lemon and dill, or a tuna salad with some crunchy celery and a squeeze of lemon juice can be both easy and delicious. And if you're worried about the cost, canned sardines or tuna are affordable options that still pack a nutritional punch. If you really can't stand the taste of fish, you might consider talking to your doctor about an omega-3 supplement, but getting it from food is always best if you can. You might be wondering, how exactly do these omega-3s help my joints? Well, think of your joints like the hinges on a door. Over time, those hinges can get rusty and stiff if they're not cared for. Omega-3s help keep the hinges in your body well-oiled, so you can move more freely and with less pain. They also support the cartilage that cushions your joints, which can wear down over time. So, by eating fatty fish, you're not just helping your joints feel better today, you're also protecting them for the future. Let's move on to another food that might surprise you: nuts and seeds. These little powerhouses are full of nutrients that support both bone and joint health. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are all great choices. They're rich in magnesium, which works hand in hand with calcium to build strong bones. They also contain healthy fats and antioxidants that help fight inflammation, just like those omega-3s we talked about with fish. The best part about nuts and seeds is how easy they are to add to your diet. Sprinkle some chia seeds on your morning oatmeal. Grab a handful of almonds as a snack, or add some walnuts to your salad for a satisfying crunch. If you're someone who likes to bake, try adding ground flaxseed to muffins or bread. Just remember, nuts and seeds are high in calories, so a small handful is all you need to get the benefits without overdoing it. You might be thinking, I've heard nuts are good for my heart, but do they really help my bones and joints? Absolutely. Magnesium is often overlooked, but it's essential for helping your body absorb and use calcium. Without enough magnesium, all that calcium you're getting from greens or dairy might not be doing its job. Plus, the healthy fats in nuts and seeds help keep inflammation in check, which means less stiffness and pain in your joints. So, we've talked about leafy greens, fatty fish, and nuts and seeds. 3 simple foods that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Each one brings something unique to the table, and together, they create a strong foundation for healthy bones and flexible joints. And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire diet or give up your favorite foods. Just adding these in a few times a week can help you stay active, independent, and ready to enjoy all the little moments that make life special. Now that we've explored these first 3 foods, let's keep the momentum going and look at a couple more delicious options that can help you stay strong and mobile as the years go by. Now, let's keep this journey going and talk about another food that's not only delicious, but also incredibly helpful for your bones and joints: dairy products, especially those that are rich in calcium and vitamin D. I know some folks have mixed feelings about dairy, but if your body tolerates it, things like yogurt, cheese, and milk can be real game changers. Calcium is the mineral your bones crave, and vitamin D helps your body absorb that calcium, almost like a key unlocking a door. Without enough vitamin D, all the calcium in the world won't do much good. So it's important to get both. If you're someone who enjoys a bowl of yogurt in the morning or a slice of cheese with your lunch, you're already on the right track. Greek yogurt, in particular, is a fantastic choice because it's high in protein as well as calcium. Protein is another building block for strong bones and muscles, and it helps keep you feeling full and satisfied. If you're not a fan of plain yogurt, try adding a drizzle of honey or a handful of berries for a touch of sweetness. And if you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. There are plenty of lactose-free options and even plant-based milks that are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Just check the label to make sure you're getting those important nutrients. Sometimes, people worry about the fat in dairy products, but it's all about balance. A little bit of cheese or a glass of milk can fit into a healthy diet, especially if you choose lower-fat options. The key is to enjoy these foods in moderation and as part of varied diet. And if you're someone who prefers your calcium from non-dairy sources, remember those leafy greens we talked about earlier, as well as fortified plant milks and even some types of tofu. Now, let's turn our attention to a food that's often overlooked but can make a big difference for your joints: colorful fruits, especially berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are packed with antioxidants, which are like little warriors fighting off the inflammation that can make your joints ache. Inflammation is a natural part of the body's healing process, but when it sticks around too long, it can start to wear down the cartilage in your joints, leading to stiffness and pain. Berries are also high in vitamin C, which your body uses to make collagen. Collagen is a protein that gives your skin its elasticity and your joints their cushioning. Think of it as a padding in your favorite pair of shoes. Without enough, things start to feel a little rough around the edges. By eating berries regularly, you're giving your body the tools it needs to keep your joints comfortable and your skin looking healthy, too. The best part about berries is how easy they are to enjoy. Toss a handful into your morning cereal or oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just eat them by the bowlful as a snack. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh ones, so you can keep a bag in your freezer and enjoy them year-round. And if you're not a fan of berries, other colorful fruits like oranges, kiwi, and papaya are also great sources of vitamin C and antioxidants. You might be surprised to learn that vitamin C does more than just help your immune system. It actually plays a direct role in keeping your bones strong by helping your body form new bone tissue. So, those sweet, juicy berries are doing double duty, helping your joints stay flexible and your bones stay sturdy. Let's not forget about another group of foods that can work wonders for your bones and joints: beans and lentils. These humble foods are packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and important minerals like magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. All of these nutrients play a role in building and maintaining strong bones. Plus, beans and lentils are naturally low in fat and can help keep your cholesterol in check, which is good news for your heart as well as your bones. If you're new to cooking with beans and lentils, don't worry. They're incredibly versatile. You can add them to soups and stews, toss them into salads, or even mash them up for a tasty spread on whole grain toast. Canned beans are a convenient option. Just be sure to rinse them well to remove excess sodium. Lentils cook up quickly and don't require soaking, making them a great choice for busy days. One of the best things about beans and lentils is that they're budget-friendly and easy to store. You can buy them dried or canned, and they'll last for months in your pantry. They're also a great way to add variety to your meals, especially if you're looking to cut back on meat or try more plant-based options. And because they're high in fiber, they help keep your digestion running smoothly, which is another important part of staying healthy as we age. You might be thinking, can beans and lentils really help my bones? Absolutely. The magnesium and phosphorus in these foods work together with calcium to build strong, healthy bones. And the zinc helps your body repair and renew bone tissue, which is especially important as we get older. Plus, the protein in beans and lentils helps maintain muscle mass, which supports your joints and keeps you moving with ease. So, whether you're enjoying a bowl of hearty lentil soup on a chilly day or adding some black beans to your favorite salad, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs to stay strong and active. And remember, eating well doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Sometimes, the simplest foods are the most powerful. As we continue exploring these delicious and nourishing foods, it's clear that taking care of your bones and joints can be both enjoyable and rewarding. With just a few small changes to your weekly meals, you can help protect your body and keep doing the things you love. And as we wrap up our conversation about the foods that can help you stay strong and active, let's talk about one more group that deserves a spot on your plate every week: whole grains. Now, you might be thinking, what do whole grains have to do with my bones and joints? It's a great question, and the answer might surprise you. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, barley, and whole wheat bread are packed with important nutrients, including magnesium, phosphorus, and fiber. These nutrients work together to support bone health, keep inflammation in check, and help your body absorb and use calcium more effectively. Magnesium, in particular, is a real unsung hero when it comes to bone strength. It helps your body convert vitamin D into its active form, which is what allows you to absorb calcium from your food. Without enough magnesium, even if you're getting plenty of calcium, your bones might not be getting all the benefits. Whole grains are also a steady source of energy, which means you'll feel more balanced throughout the day. No more energy crashes that leave you feeling tired or achy. If you're not sure how to add more whole grains to your meals, start small. Maybe swap out white bread for whole wheat, or try a bowl of oatmeal in the morning instead of sugary cereal. Quinoa makes a great base for salads, and brown rice is a tasty side for just about any dinner. Even popcorn, as long as it's not loaded with butter and salt, counts as a whole grain snack. The key is to make these swaps gradually, so they become a natural part of your routine. Now, as we look back at all these foods, leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, dairy, berries, beans and lentils, and whole grains, it's clear that building stronger bones and healthier joints isn't about following a strict diet or giving up the foods you love. It's about adding in more of the good stuff, little by little, and letting those healthy choices add up over time. You don't have to be perfect, and you certainly don't have to make all these changes at once. Even 1 or 2 small tweaks to your weekly meals can make a real difference in how you feel. It's also important to remember that everyone's body is different. What works for your neighbor or your best friend might not be exactly right for you, and that's okay. The most important thing is to listen to your body. Notice how you feel after eating certain foods, and make adjustments that fit your lifestyle and preferences. If you ever have questions about your diet or specific health concerns, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you create a plan that's tailored just for you. And here's something else to keep in mind. Food is just one piece of the puzzle. Staying active, getting enough sleep, and managing stress all play a role in keeping your bones and joints healthy. But what you put on your plate really does matter, and it's one of the easiest things you can control. Every meal is a new opportunity to nourish your body and support your health, no matter your age. So, as you head into your week, think about which of these foods you might want to try. Maybe you'll pick up a new kind of berry at the store, or experiment with a hearty lentil soup. Maybe you'll swap your usual bread for a whole grain version, or add a handful of nuts to your afternoon snack. Whatever you choose, know that you're taking positive steps for your health, and that's something to feel proud of. Remember, small changes can make a big difference in your health and happiness. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just start with 1 new food, 1 new recipe, or 1 new habit, and build from there. Over time, those little changes add up to stronger bones, more flexible joints, and a body that's ready to keep up with all the adventures life has to offer. I'd love to hear from you. What foods have you found helpful for your bones and joints? Do you have a favorite recipe or tip to share? Leave a comment below and let's support each other on this journey to better health. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and inspiration. Here's to living your best life at any age, strong, active, and full of joy.